heel. All right, so we got board and train Daisy. This is my second week with her, I believe. Nope. Doing pretty good. We've essentially created a line of communication. Daisy, sit. So she understands kind of what I want. Rewards are still mechanical, the clicker. Down. What I mean by that is when I click, she understands like, good job, keep doing what you're doing. Double click means release. And she has a good understanding of the commands I'm asking of her, especially being in a, kind of a busier environment. No. The other thing is, correction-wise, she understands those things too. I mean, as I said no, and I gave her a slight correction on the collar, she popped back to exactly where she needed to be, which is important, A lot of people like to shy away from the correction aspect of stuff, but in reality, you got to have negative and positive to create a really, really stable form of communication, because after all, that's how we all operate, right? Let's go, heel. Small corrections kind of keep her focused on what we're trying to do. Let's get out of here. Sit. No. Down. There we go. She did a good job right there, so I'm gonna wait for that. Good girl. Heel. No. So a lot of what I'm doing with Daisy right now is kind of making sure I'm managing what the heel position looks like for her, no matter what pace I'm going. Oh, she's out scratch. Her handlers mentioned that she likes to pull on the leash a lot, and essentially kind of try to make them go skiing as they're walking. So what I'm trying to do is making sure she can walk at a slow pace and walk at a fast pace. Daisy, come on, go. And we want her to kind of keep her in that little bubble. So anything that's inside this bubble, we're gonna tell her good girl and think she's doing good. Anything that's outside this tiny little bubble on the left side, we're gonna correct slightly. No. And you see when I do correct, it's a tiny correction on the collar. It's a small leash pressure. We're not trying to overcorrect. We're not trying to be all dominant and make sure she's scared of the correction. We just want to communicate an active no. Hey, like, don't do that. No. Sit. Good girl. Gotta help you out with that itch or something. There you go. I got you. Yeah, sometimes you gotta help them out a little bit with that stuff. Just try to get the itch can't catch. So right now, right, so she was supposed to sit, but she didn't. Or she sat and then she got scratches, but we're not gonna hold her accountable for that because she's a young dog still. Daisy, sit. So I'm gonna give her another option there. Good job. Daisy, down. Good. And the fact that she's being this cool in this kind of environment is really good. Good job. Daisy, heel. Come on. Nope. So again, managing her pace, making sure she's staying with me. I'm not gonna be super critical as far as where she needs to be at completely, but nope, I'm not gonna let her be out in front either. Good job. And then taking into consideration she's a smaller dog, her strides are a little bit different. Nope. And the other thing too, as we're walking, she's still doing her jaw right. Nope. Turn down this way. Okay. Nope. And that was a pretty big feat for Daisy right there. Walking past somebody and not trying to get greeted or react to them. That was a big thing that she was going. That's why she's here. And she'd be super pumped to do that all the time. Daisy. No. Down. Good girl. And right now I'm not going to mark that right away because I wanted to keep her in that position. So we're working a lot of downs in motion, downs away from me for duration with a little bit of distance, and it's been helping a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to reward her away from that because I want her to have emphasis and staying where she's at. So I'm just going to reward her where she's at versus releasing her to me. Good girl. And when I reward her here, I'm going to give her a big jackpot win. Good job. And the double click means, kind of you're done type of a thing. Daisy, get it. Give her a little get it to kind of get her up. And we go back to heel. Daisy, heel. There you go. No, I'm gonna give her a tiny correction because she went up in front, but still making sure she maintains the area that we're supposed to be in. No. Daisy, sit. Good job. So same thing as the down. Just making sure she stays in her position even with me being away from her. And the fact that Ed, who's filming right now, is walking around her, and he can vouch 100% that Ed is probably the biggest temptation right now versus anywhere we're at, and she's not even moving. So this is pretty awesome. Here's a sound bite that you're have to edit out later, Ed. Dude, she fucking didn't do anything when you walking around here. That was crazy. Deal. Because she usually like whines and like tries to get with you. Nope. Daisy, you're a little rock star, dude. Good job. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I want her to kind of like auto-correct, pay attention to what's going on. I mean, she's spitting up her food, but still the fact that she's able to manage all those things in her little mind of like where I'm at without even having corrections is pretty cool. No. Daisy, sit. Good job, little lady. All right, this is something we haven't done off leash yet. So I'm gonna ask her to do another command while she's there. Daisy, Daisy, down. Yeah, good girl. Good job. Still at a distance with some duration, so that's pretty awesome. And we have Ed walking around with the camera, so that's even a bigger temptation from her. So Daisy's killing it right now. So because she's doing so well, I'm gonna walk up to her and give her a nice little big reward. But again, because I want more emphasis on her staying where she's at, I'm rewarding her where she's at. Good job. No. So again, keeping pace with her, making sure she's sticking next to me. We're gonna work a little bit of distance and duration here, but from an elevated surface. I'm gonna put her on this ledge here. Daisy, let's go. Come on. Up. Let's go. Up. Come on. Let me get you ready to start. Let's go. She's like, I'm tiny, guys. Daisy, let's go. Up. Hey, there you go. So I'm gonna reward her because she definitely went for it. Down. There you go. I'm gonna leave her for a second. Just killing it, Daisy. There's probably not too many things more confusing than someone that looks like me with a dog like that in downtown Gilroy. Good, so I'm gonna reward her with one click and a small reward for doing what she's doing. There you go. So again, one click means good job, keep doing what you're doing. And it's also very important to kind of move around, stop, move, not look at her, don't look at her. Just kind of create that understanding that no matter where we are, no matter what we're doing, even the fact that I'm talking to you guys right now on this mic as I'm training is super important. So she's consistently paying attention and understanding even with all this noise going on. And the noise, I mean by me talking. I'll even fiddle with my pockets a little bit so she gets a little bit like, oh, not anticipating per se. There you go, Daisy. So she did really good there. I'm gonna double click and get her off. Daisy. Yeah, come on. Go girl. But yeah, I mean, Daisy is finishing up her program. We're almost done, so she's done great. I'm pretty happy with all of her progress. And that's my Daisy update.